Hello. In the name of YaHUaH and His Son Yahushua from Georgetown, Texas. This is a documentary of the apps and pictures that I shared. Observing is first and foremost. So you'll see this app here of the sunset on July 19th at 8 p.m. 8:18 p.m. It's about 8:30 or so before it actually goes completely out of sight. But because of clouds, I couldn't see it. So that's where apps come in handy. They just tell a story of what we already know is there. Same thing here, 8:21. Same thing here, 8:29. Same thing here, 8:33. This is Stellarium. This is just showing you when they come up and whatnot, but this is just proof it was right smack dab in the middle of the twilights. And it's not like that, but only one night and the next dawn a month. It's the closest to in between being together at the 180 and 360 as well. Here is July 20th at 4:55 p.m. Different apps show different pagan constellations. Sagittarius. There's no such thing as boundaries. That's part of astrology. And there is the moon on the 21st at 4:20 in Capricorn. Pagan Capricorn, 3 men in the fire with the fourth man. May the fourth be with you. Here is another sunset, July 20th. I use YaHUaH 2 a lot, or Pro, or whatever, YaHUaH 2 Pro. Here's the sun with the 11th and 12th month behind it. I'm sorry, PM, that's the moon, with the moon behind it, behind the moon. Again, this is YaHUaH 2, same thing, 8:21 p.m. It's approaching Sagittarius, which is close to Ophiuchus, which is the 13th month that was taken away by NASA. And astrology just put it back. They're all wigging out over how they're going to do their birthdays every 2 to 3 years. On here's July 20th at 8:22 p.m. Here's facing east. This is a tree right here. The trunk. It's just a beautiful one, just rocks around my property where I live in a resort, tiny home resort. Here's another one. Just absolutely beautiful. The apps just measure the accuracy of the lights and just show where things are. That's all they do. This is looking through the plants and things, trying to get beautiful pictures. Here's a summary of all of them. Again, here's the moon, the lesser light, and you can see Aquila, which is the eagle picture. And then you can just see the different stars at 1:36 a.m. on, these are all the 21st that we're telling a story on now. Apps tell stories of what we know is already there. So another reason I use apps is a lot of times, like for the past week, we've been raining and I can't see anything. But if you show up outside with your app and your AR, your augmented reality, most of the time, YaHUaH opens a window for you. I'm telling you, I do this at night by myself at 65 years of age in a rural area where there's wildlife. And I still go out and take pictures and make videos and sing songs. Because if all creation can sing at first light when the day starts, so can I. Again, 1:39 a.m. I did all these photos because I knew I wasn't going to be able to see them. So when you know like something like that's going to happen, you better be out there hot and heavy making all your, well, you should do this every day, but it's even more on New Month Day because you want to make sure you have the right day. Absolutely fabulous. I could see the moon, but because of its brightness when it's full, you can't see the shape of it when it's by a cloud. It just, 1:42 a.m., 1:43 a.m., absolutely fabulous. I mean, you can't get any better than this. Of course, it didn't look like that. It was around, there was some reflection on the clouds, but the camera picks up the brightest. This is my favorite. It kind of distorted that too because light is bouncing off all those clouds. And this is 1:46. It did make it in time. The sun was exactly opposite. So the moon has to be at or where the sun was 12 hours earlier. Or whatever, how many hours it is, depending on the season. When the sun was at 180 south. At the time the sun was at 180 south, the moon has to make it. If it doesn't make it, then the sun hangs around for a little while saying, hey, look, you need to have another day to let the moon get full. North is right over my house. The North Star is pointing to it. The top of my house. And then you have what they call, I don't know, some Greek Cassiopeia or something like that. But then I take the app picture to prove that was Polaris, but I was in a little bit different spot further over. So the further east I go, the further away from my house it is. But if I look due north, it's right over the tip top of my house. And there, this one points to Polaris. These stars up here on the right. All the stars point. And here's a summary of all the things I did. And that was at 2:01 a.m. I pull all-nighters for a couple of days in a row doing this stuff. I don't just do it by my pants. If I can get a picture, I will. So often I'll share apps, and then I'll try to, in the future, make sure I have a picture and do a summary like this. So I'm not just doing apps, and none of us should do that. So I'm constantly documenting, making documentaries, making pictures, making forms, because I'm a servant of YaHUaH, and what great pleasure. Being highly favored is receiving the pleasure from serving others and documenting y'all's story. And His Shamayim, from day to day, night to night, month to month, year to year. Praise y'all. Hallelujah.